So this is Sacred Griot Grandmother Edna, and it's such a pleasure to be invited to this youth healing summit. But first, I have to do one thing. You know, I always go to summits and I always see motivational speakers. So today, I'm going to do a new thing. I'm going to look. I'm going to break the glass ceiling for storytellers being invited to a summit. Yes. And after I then broke the glass ceiling, I'm going to tell y'all today it's going to be such an honor for this elder to do a first encounter to recycle the generational divide between the young people and the elders, the grandparents, the seniors, whatever you call them. And sitting to my right, I see one of my storytellers here. So in 2017, my storytelling workshop did a live play performance at the Project Theater for Artscape. Yeah, I took regular seniors, wrote a play called First Encounters, and we did it at Artscape to a full house, and it was sensational. So today we're going to get right into this. First encounter. What can you imagine first encounters would be? I know your mind is racing. I know y'all trying to be ahead of me because I put that word recycle in there. So we're going to recycle some love today. We're going to open up some emotions. And when you recycle love and you open up emotions, guess what you get? Yeah, you get healing. And that's what this is all about today. So I tell young people to read, research, and record. So today I'm going by all my rules because this system that I'm going to talk about, it's called the RE system. And the RE system is almost on a level of Kwanzaa. It's a processing of 7 principles to engage you young people with us elders, seniors, grandparents, whatever you title us. So this is what my system does. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to read my system and explain my system. And then we're going to do some examples for my system. And I'd like to welcome some of my fellow Griot Circle members from the Griot Circle of Maryland. So thank you. And the National Association of Black Storytellers. I have some of my members on here, and I'm excited today because this is a big deal. And if everybody missed the first beginning, I broke the glass ceiling today. We have a storyteller being presented today. So the glass ceiling is broken. So we're going to start with learning a new experience. When you first encounter an elder, what do you think about? You're walking down the street, you see an elder coming, the elder begins to tighten up her position. You begin to watch him, and then you might not even pay him any mind, right? But you know the elders have always been here. We've always been here to recycle and protect you. But guess what? We need you, young people. We need you for our future. You know that? I want to get a rocking chair. I want to sit down. I can't do that unless I teach you some things, unless I teach you how to recycle our relationship, the re-system. And we're going to start with 7 principles for my re-system. And the first one is called to reinforce. I want y'all to listen because Grandmother Edna gives homework. And at the end of this presentation, I hope the city has put up my website so you can actually get my program and you can go and do exactly the instructions that I'm going to give you. So I do homework. I'm famous for homework, so people ought to know that that's listening. Homework is coming. Read systems number 1, to reinforce. You ready? When you reinforce, your memory is to accept kindness. Ah, big word. Kindness opens up. kindness opens up is equal to a fire to kindle. Now, you know, if your young people go camping, Boy Scouting, kindle means to start small with something that you can grow it out to be something bigger. So, like you kindle a fire, you take little soft pieces of wood and you light it. That's that fire. That's that fire that's going to get you that hidden element of humbleness. Uh-oh, I didn't do another word in there, humbleness. Y'all listening? So you then reinforce, you then woke up your kindness, you then rekindle that hidden emotion called humbleness, which brings the power to motivate. Ah, we getting ready to get started. Now you already then seen the elder, you already been in the elder's presence, but you gotta know what to do to have that first encounter. So we're gonna reinforce that, right? That kindness, that humbleness, and we're gonna renew, get that newness. So that's gonna take us to principle 2, to re-energize. Ha! So what are you re-energizing? Self. You re-energizing yourself to accept new thoughtless experience. You know what? A thoughtless experience is like when you get up and you go to the bathroom at night from bed. That's a thoughtless experience. That's a good word to use. That's a good example to give you. When you say, oh, I'm just gonna walk out on my back porch. Oh, I'm just gonna walk down the street. Thoughtless experiences, thoughtless. That's the newness. And when you have something new, it strengthens your goals because it gives you a new perspective to look at something. So I want you to keep it in mind because we're building a mountain now. We're building a mountain. So you then reinforce some things, and you then re-energize yourself. So you got the newness in you now. You're shaking that energy. You're ready to apply it. So what do? You do principle number 3. You recreate. You stop, you reach back, and you meet an elder, a senior, your grandparents. Yeah. You meet them with understanding. Yeah. Isn't there something? Understanding. That's a big word. Opens a lot of doors that will wake up your subconscious. You know, all this stuff is in your mind, but it's buried down there. So you gotta wake it up. Recreation projects, artists, you know, when you create, you start painting and you look at your painting and then you say, I want to add something here and I want to add something there. So we are getting ready to add an elder to your daily effortless subconscious. So that's going to bring us to number 4, principle number 4. We rolling now. We rolling. We didn't put you out on the street. We got an elder walking towards you, and you standing there trying to prepare yourself for whatever happened. And the elders doing the same thing because they didn't heard all kind of things about the young people. So both sides is at a defense mode. So we gonna just what? We gonna principle number 4. We gonna reprogram that. Now, to reprogram means to simply to set in place some everyday stored ideas that will start a fun conversation. Fun conversation. Now I'm gonna give you a good example. Watch this. Watch everybody gonna bust out laughing. I want to hear y'all. I hope y'all you can and really for something I do interactive storytelling. So if you want to unmic, you can unmic. You can unmic. So the almighty cell phone, did I hit the head with the nail? That's the best fun conversation you can have today. So you sitting on the MTA bus on your way to school. An elder gets on it, look at you like this, and you look at her like this. And then they sit across from you and they pull out their cell phone and they can't work it. And you know they don't know how to work it. So what do? You start a conversation, the first encounter. You say, if you hit that little button right there, I'm not gonna touch your phone because you don't know me. But if you just, uh, mister, sir, if you just hit that little button right on the side, your screen will come on. The elder gonna look at you like, this is my phone. I don't need you to tell me. So you just sit there quietly. Because you already know, unless they hit that button, their cell phone is not going to work. So you then open the door for a first encounter. So now the elder gonna be doing all kind of things because they the elder person in the picture and they want to be in charge. You know, elders got to be in charge. We got to run things. We got to be in control. So eventually, almost 3 stops before you need to get off the bus, you happen to look back over there because you're talking to your friends. You having a fun thing with your friend, and you glance over there and you see the elder quietly moving that finger to the side of the phone to hit that button that you told her to hit in the beginning. Do I need to repeat that? So you get off the bus. You didn't had an encounter. And you started a fun conversation though. See, those are the points for reprogramming. Everybody got to give and take. The elder don't want to come down because they elevated. The young person is down here, and the elder think you should stay down there because you're still the child. But technology, all kind of things in life is say we gotta balance the scale. I gotta meet you where you are, and you gotta give and come and get me. So this is what first encounters are. You're gonna recycle that elder because the elder needs you, and guess what? The elder gotta recycle you because you need her. So that's how it is. You gotta recycle each other. So these is what first encounter builders are. These is what my V systems are. They are builders. So now we done reprogrammed. You know, you seen what you had to do. I use that cell phone because that's a major thing nowadays. Woo! I'm gonna be doing an example right here with y'all. Y'all gonna be helping me watch. We're gonna get this right for real, live, and experience. So now we're gonna go to builder number 5 to remotivate. Now that passion. We getting these big words here, y'all. Passion. Anybody know what passion means? The young people on here, do you know what passion means? Elderly people, seniors, the older adults, the aging adults, whatever you want to title yourself this morning, this afternoon. Passion. Passion is a secret word. Everybody got some, but they don't want people to know. Why would you not want people to know that you got passion? Is a good thing. It shows that you're what? We're going to run back down the ladder. Shows that you're humble, shows that you're warm, shows that you're kind, shows that you're working on all that newness, and it shows that you're recreating a relationship. So we're going to need that passion. You're going to need that. Because once passion begins to flow, the generational bonding begins to come into place. You know, you sit down, you begin to talk. And once you start talking to a person, guess what? You don't become a first encounter anymore. You begin to do things, normal, thoughtless, effortless stuff. I keep using that word, thoughtless, subconscious, effortless, because you know why? Because builder number 6 says that you're going to relax then. Relaxation. Relaxation helps you what? Go to sleep. Relaxation helps you to mentally adjust. It does. Relaxation puts you in a soft, comfortable mode to just bring back all the things that make you feel good because we're healing. And when you heal, you got to bring back all the things that make you feel good. You open the door to heal. You open the door for what? The newness. You stepping on the kindness, huh? You kindling the fire. And you know you want to talk to the elder too, because you know what? You want to ask the elders questions. Uh-huh. You might not tell your friend that you got a question that you want to ask the elder, but that elder that walk past your house every day with books on his arm, you be looking at the elder. I wonder what he reading. Every day, where's she going? To the library? Is she a teacher? I wonder what school she teach at. So these are questions that begin to relax you. You know, you that motivated yourself. You got some recreation going, but that elder keep coming in the mind, and that elder notice you when she walk past your door every day. Why are you watching me? Hmm. Why she watching me? If she want to ask me something, just ask me. That's why I'm walking down the street. I want to give her a book. I don't know if she gonna take it or throw my book away. Because the elder got questions they want to ask too. Don't think they don't. Don't think they ain't curious about you. They are, but they just don't know when to step in. And you don't know when to step in. So guess what? If we all step back and make the circle kind of big, then there's room for all of us to step in. And I'm just telling you, conversation is so relaxing. It's like the music that you hear. Oh, we're going to get to music in a minute. I don't want to get y'all started now. I want to take it easy because when I start mentioning music, everybody going to start pulling their chairs and turn them this way and that way. And I got y'all facing each other now because we are bending. We are bending. You know, sometimes when you stand up, you be so stiff and you sit down, you just relax. You feel like it's like when you exercise and you work off 10 pounds and you take a shower and you go home and you just sit there and you just soothe yourself. You just begin to relax. So we're relaxing now. So everybody, if even though I can see some of you, I can't see some of you, but in your mental capacity, listening to this thoughtless and effortless workshop, I want you just to begin to relax, just move a little bit. The ones that I can see, just move. And don't move like you're being forced to move. Just move because the energy, you re-energizing yourself. Just think, wow, I just looked at a very pretty senior walking past me today. Ooh, that gentleman got a sharp hat on. I really like that hat. And then the senior's gonna say, boy, what new hairstyle is that? When I was young, girl, I used to do things with my hair. Them young people don't know nothing about that. I want to tell them that hair weaving and stuff that they doing, girl, in the 40s, that was a black sister that did the weaving. Yeah, she was a cosmetologist. Y'all young people don't know that weaving, all that hair stuff y'all doing, that's already been done. But if don't nobody tell you, if you don't blend, if you don't melt into each other, if you don't come together and start that fun conversation, you will never know about the history. You will never get it. So now that we all done relaxed, we good? Uh-huh. Mama Edna say, relax yourself. See, people want to rush you through things. People want to tell you, you got to get this done. You got to get that done. Not Grandmother Edna. Storytellers are the ones that say words have power. And so does visual imaging, all storytelling. You are putting something out. You're changing the course of the river. You know, you ever stand on the banks of a river and you watch the tide, they even run rapid like this, or they break up in currents, or they just smooth like an orchestra, like that horn you hear when you listen to music. You get to snap your fingers. You know, I couldn't snap my fingers when I was young. Mm-hmm. That wasn't a good thing. But now the young people just dipping it, getting it in. So that's a bonding. So we're going to be bonding. So now that you have reinforced yourself, you have re-energized yourself, you have kind of reprogrammed yourself, you then sort of motivated yourself. I know you didn't relax yourself because I've seen some people that I can see moving around. So the 7 principles, see how quick I got to the principles? Y'all thought when I said 7 principles for read system to first encounter, y'all thought it was going to be a long process. I know y'all said, oh man, we getting ready to get a lecture session. But guess what? Thoughtless energy, effortless movement, waking up the subconscious. That's loving yourself. Don't you know that? That's loving yourself. I want y'all to be taking notes. I'm getting ready to go now. I'm getting ready to go deep. So now we're going to go to the re-entry, number 7. Oh no, people going to think I'm talking about the prison system. Yeah, that's that re-entry word, but it's not. But then again, you might could be a prisoner inside your own self if you're not doing my read system. If you're not engaging, then you are a prisoner. You can create your own personal jail cell. Now, come on. With all this stuff going on, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, who don't matter, and you sitting home brilliantly locking yourself in your own jail cell with nobody to help you.
Miss
Well, you can
Williams.
just re-energize yourself. How about that? When
Miss
you can just,
Williams.
huh?
Can you tell me what was number 6? The
Number
number.
6 was to relax.
Thank you.
And I'm going to read them all back so y'all can get them. Because the re-entry say you have reached out and touched all the giant steps needed to adjust that ladder you've been struggling with in your personal achievement goal. Now, I'm going to read that again because that's really important. The re-entry, you have reached and taken all the giant steps needed to adjust that ladder you've been struggling with in your personal achievement goal. Now, I said your personal achievement goal, young people, but guess what? The seniors got a personal achievement goal too. Don't think because we up there in age, we over the hill. We still on a ladder because life is your ladder. And as long as you're breathing, you got to climb a ladder. How about that? You need a storyteller to take you to the ladder and tell you about the mountain. Now, if I had a whole day, I would tell you some of my stories because I did write a story about the great mountain. I guess I can give you 2 seconds. So, the story about the great mountain talks about the moral. Every story has a moral. So, you tell a story, and then the people get the reason that you're telling the story. Young people, y'all get that? So, here we go. The moral to the great mountain. So, the mountain looked out all over the world and began to pump itself up and say, well, I was created as the greatest of all the most high creation because I get to touch the clouds in the heavens and I get to look all over the world and I don't even have to move. But then the little ants that was on the ground begin to look up and the birds begin to fly in unison and turn around. And all the deer and the antelope and things begin to stop and halt and glass up because the thunder began to smash the sky in the heavens. And then a voice came down and said, great mountain. And the mountain just began to just look because he was already at the heaven. And then the voice began to say, mountain, without the greatness attached. Then the mountain began to get a little nervous. And then the voice said, mountain, need I remind you that to create you, I had to go and get all the little pebbles, all the small rocks, all the little grains of sand, the loose rolling dirt that flew across the desert in a storm. I had to get the loose running quicksand, and I had to get everything, stones, and I had to pile them up to create you. So I need you to remember all the little things that's entrenched in your soul that you need to stand so great and touch my heavens. And the mountain begin to rest then and roll down the green carpet to the earth. So when you go up the rough side of the mountain, there's always going to be a carpeted valley for you to set in and take a break. That's a lesson that everybody needs to learn on both sides. So when you're re-energizing yourself, now the learning and the teaching and the exchanging and the physical support all come together, because at the end of the day, guess what, young people? You get to teach. Yeah. You've been sitting in that classroom at that computer all year, and you get to teach an elder, a senior, a grandparent in your classroom of life. Yeah, you got a classroom of life. You can't be bored. You're getting ready to work out. You know how your grandmother always giving you instructions? The neighbor down the street always giving you instructions. Hey, pick that cup up. Hey, don't even know your name. Don't even address you or anything. Just call you up. Hey, you, hey, young boy, hey, young girl, get that. Come here. Go do this. That's what you hear most of the day. You get on the bus driver's an adult. What do he say to you? Go on back there and sit down and don't start nothing. And you the nice guy, nice girl. But then you get ready to shake your shoulders. You get ready to pat yourself on the back. You getting ready to teach the re-entry. Because guess what? This new virtual technology, I was doing virtual classroom in 2008. Grandmother's Pilgrimage Mobile Educational Theater. But I'm on Zoom today learning how to use Zoom. And you know who taught me how to do that? The young lady and the young gentleman, Sakir. He told me, Grandmother Edna, call this number if you have any technical problems, and I'll just jet right on and help you out. What? A young person telling the elder person, just text that number and I'll come on and help you out. Teaching, exchanging. That's what binds you. That's what heals you. Patience. Didn't I use that word patience? Didn't I use that word patience? Didn't I say to be kind, kindness? Didn't I say some newness? Elders got to get ready for the newness, elders. You got to get ready for the young people to say, oh, well, come on over here. And some of them ain't even going to call you Mr. or Mrs. or Sir or Madam. They're going to say, and some elders don't even want to be called Mr. or Mrs. They want to be called Harriet, Jane, Billy. So how you think a young person feel, and they stand in front of somebody older than their grandmother, and she said, oh, just call me Harriet. Or just call me Joe. So the young person is confused now. Oh God, my mother told me to call the elder Mr. Joe and Miss Harriet. The elder looked me in my face, telling me call her Harriet. How you think that feel? So elders, you gotta bend too. You gotta get up all that off that hard chair you sitting on. Cause chairs are hard when you don't want a conversation. Woo! I sat in a chair one day, especially when you go to interviews, like when you go to apply for anything, they make the chair hard so you won't stay long. That's a thought to think about. The school chairs, that the teacher got a real comfortable chair at her desk, don't she? Come on, students. Come on, young people on here. If y'all want to unmic yourself and I can hear y'all, I'm good with that because I do interactive. So I'm good with y'all unmiking yourself. I'm good with y'all unmiking.
I'm unmuted. How you doing?
Hi there. So you're a teacher. So if you want to unmic and speak to me, I'm fine with that. Because I want y'all to know this. This is what happens. The teacher got a very comfortable chair, right? But your chair is not comfortable. You know why you got that hard chair? Because it want to keep you woke, keep you setting up straight. If they give
Yes.
you a comfortable padded chair, come on, young people, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna lay back. Y'all
Right.
gonna lay it back. And then what gonna happen? Your work not gonna get done. So we want y'all sitting in a hard chair so that you got the only thing you can do is think about getting out that room, and that means do your work. And the teachers need a soft chair because when y'all leave, she gonna have to sit down and say, thank you, Lord, for this chair. So it's a bending process. It's a mending process. You need a person to come back. Everybody needs to come back and get each other. So these 7 principles that I'm reading, so we're going to go to the A. So here's some examples. So an example for my read system is, first, you need a memory support vessel. A vessel. You know, I use this phrase all the time, a broken vessel can't take water back to the village. That's a good word for everybody, young and old. If you're broken, you can't even help yourself. Can you? Now, music. Now, at the end of my session, I'm going to introduce y'all to a global musical phenomenon that's going on. It's called Jerusalem. It's a young DJ in South Africa that sat down and wrote this song, and his sister came in with a plate of food and started singing this song, and then it became a world dance. Everybody in the world is doing it. We're going to talk about that in a couple minutes. So, media. So y'all young people can reach back, like I said, and help with the cell phone. You can help your grandmother, your elders adjust their TV. I don't know a thing about cable. I still got an antenna to my TV, but I can get local channels. But if I wanted cable, I got to get somebody coming in and adjust it. Or how about this? So how about it snow? It snowed the last couple of days. Did any of y'all young people get an entrepreneurship going? You know, our elders were sitting in their house, scared to come out the door because of the ice and stuff out front. And the young people sitting in the house doing video games, broke, got to ask their mother for $10 Friday to catch the bus or go over their friend's house when you could have went outside Sunday, Monday, and made a couple $100 because you know how many elders were stuck in their house because of the ice on the ground? And y'all walking around with them designer boots and tennis on. I know about them. I called my grandson up and told him, hey, where you at? He said, Grandma, what you mean where I'm at? I said, don't say you dad in your room on your video game and your birthday Sunday and you're going to need me to give you some money. Yeah, get that shovel. I know my daughter got shovels and stuff. Get that out smell. Go out there and start. And then that's what you do. It's going to snow again this next week. So I'm giving you a heads up. So start your business on effortless, startless energy, that re-energy. So you know what you do now, young people? You start a business plan. You go and get you some ice melt, get you a shovel, and you just see your neighbors, just knock on the door. Oh, Miss Murray, when it snow next week, you want me to come by and hit your front? Because, you know, I know how to use your word. Because, you know, I took a course, y'all, so I can learn your young people language. How about that? I took a course so when y'all be talking in code so that the elders in the room don't know what you're saying. Be careful, because it's a couple of us elders that took courses to learn them little words y'all use. I even stepped up and started listening to y'all music so I know what a beat is. How about that, young people? I'm hitting it, ain't it? Yeah. So this is called First Encounters. You expose each other to the newness. Newness is newness, right? Recreation is recreation. So to recreate anything, you have to talk about it. You have to think about it. I want y'all to think, you keep this word, effortless. Because, you know, young people think if you ask them to do a task, it becomes work. It becomes a duty. They just get so filled up with how much time is it going to consume? I won't be able to get it done. Where am I going to go to get this done? You know, they begin to sink into the negative energy of just a question. And then there's the elders that say, well, I'm going to go right downstairs and tell him to get up right now and wash them dishes, make up the sofa, do the living room, else his friends can't come over here. Then you go downstairs and it's all done because the young person wants his friends or her friends to be able to come over the house. So what did you do? Nothing. You go back upstairs as the elder say, they already knew I wasn't playing. No, you go knock on the door of the bedroom or the basement door, because you know young people got a basement room now. This is Grandma. Thank you for cleaning up the kitchen. I was just getting ready to come down here and fuss you out. Admit it. Admit that you was out of order. You know, you clean your soul when you admit your default. You clean your soul. Y'all want to heal today? Heal each other. You got to give and take. You got to say, Jerusalem. You got to say, I'm going home. This young man called the whole continent of Africa Jerusalem. And he sings it in his language, but he says, I want to go home. I don't want to go alone. I want to take all of you with me. And you dance with a plate of food and you offer the plate, because when he was writing the beats, his sister came into the room and she was eating. And she started singing and moving to his music. So everybody on here today, I want you to write down or remember it, your homework assignment, because I'm getting ready to go to this dance thing because I got like 10 more minutes. So I'm going to take you to this, your homework assignment. Baltimore City is going to give you on my website. They're going to give you a copy of this program that you can get, that you can practice on yourself. You can practice in your organization. And what happens is, I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to go to Master KG, Jerusalem. It's going to fill your phones up. It's going to fill the internet up. This young man has over 40 million views. Churches, elderly, nuns, babies, everybody is doing this. And then the young people, y'all can create a dance challenge. All these dance organizations, the churches are doing it in the churches, the choirs are doing it. They're using it when they march down the aisle in church now. Yeah, they're doing it. So in a few minutes, I'm on my computer, so I'm going to have to take my cell phone and go to YouTube, and I'm going to hit this song, Jerusalem, and I'm going to turn my computer in my house, and I'm going to show y'all the basic steps for the dance. Now, what's going to happen? The elderly people going to say, that looked like the electric slide. We did that, girl, when we was in the club. The young people going to say, I know that dance. We be doing that every day. When we break dance on the corner, we be doing that. We be getting it in. So guess what? The young South African young man said all he wanted to do was just release a feeling that he had, that everybody could get it. Everybody could get it. So y'all getting this today? First encounter. Recycle that love for each other. Heal the, and you know what? The whole premise of what I teach is real simple. It's really simple. It's called that right now moment. Y'all write this down, ladies? I see some people with pencils. I always tell people come with a pencil because I give out information. So I'm talking about that right now moment. Right now moment. Love thy neighbor as thyself. That's a big commitment, but it's effortless. Haven't I been using that a lot? It's thoughtless, huh? It's subconscious breaking. It's healing that broken vessel. You got to heal, young people. You got to heal, elderly. You got to come together. You got to stop the divide. Years ago, I met a young group of kids, children called Homicide. And I meant to bring it out here today, but I was so busy making sure I had this. So I collected some yellow tape. You know when you go to a crime scene and they have the yellow tape? So I met these young people in McCullough Homes over in West Baltimore in a public housing project. And they was in the alleyway, 40 young kids dancing. Oh my, I took them down to Board of Education and shut it down. Because you know that's what Grandmother Edna do. I come with the children. I walked into the school board meeting and I told them they gave me 3 minutes to talk. And I stood up there and turned around to the young kids and said, y'all ready? And they had their little boom box with them. They was ready. You know, y'all young people, y'all prepared. I'm going to give y'all that. If y'all say go, y'all gone. I'm going to give y'all that. I turned around like I had been practicing for months. You know, I had my shoulders up. I was ready. I said, hit it. Them young people turn North Avenue out. That's why people know me as the notorious grandmother, because I come out and do the work. That's why I'm on here today. Because if people say, call Grandmother Edna, I'm going to heal everybody today. I refuse to leave here and I ain't heal somebody, because I'm representing an army of storytellers all across the world. This is what storytellers do. They colonized us when they call us the griots. Y'all got to know that, young people. Griot is a French word. And then they attach it to the African storyteller. So how can you be the African storyteller and they call you a griot? That's the first Black history lesson in the colonization of Africa. Oh, let me get it right. Ethiopia. Oh, a Mexis. Let me see what's the next word. Jerusalem. And guess what? And y'all talking to a storyteller. You know how powerful it is to stand on a stage and talk to hundreds of people and you have a speech impairment? Do you know when I was like young, I could not talk for 2 years. How about that? I have a speech impairment, impediment, whichever word they use. And my energy is so high that I can come on here and y'all clearly understand my words, don't you? I have a disability. This is it. Did y'all know that my voice was my disability? I re-energized myself. I reprogrammed my tongue. I relaxed my mind. I motivated my system. Yeah. And people meet me all the time and say, Grandmother Edna, can I use this of yours? Can I use that of yours? And I say, it's okay. So let me hit this real quick because I'm getting ready to go off. So now watch this. So we're going to go to YouTube. Is that right? We're going to go to YouTube real quick. And I hope I can get this before we go. Here we go. Just want to take y'all with me.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
YouTube and find this. Here we go. It's a 4-step process. It's so easy to do. I'm going to bend my computer down so y'all can see me kicking off my shoes. Here we go. Can y'all hear it? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bend your leg back. And then you raise out back. I just want y'all to get this because it's so nice for children to be able to do a dance with other babies. See, babies are doing this.
Miss Williams.
Yes.
Hi. I was just keeping you aware the time is 1:45.
My session is getting ready to be over. I love y'all. Please go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and get this song down. Play it in your house. Engage your grandmother. Engage your neighbors. Engage your youth group. Engage your students. Engage your family. And just stay safe. Now tell everybody, stay home. Stay safe. And mask up. My mask is over here on the wall. You see my wall has all
wash
kinds
your
of all these
hands.
quotes that you see. They're my quotes. I love my session. Thanks for inviting me. I hope I heal somebody today. The city will give you access to get my read system. First encounter, you have to give to take. You have to give. Giving, you have to give of yourself so you can get something from someone else. Remember that. First encounter, I'm going to encounter you so you can encounter me so we all can live happily. Heal thyself. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Thank you and have a blessed day.